Breaking news we bring you about interest rates. Let's cross live to the Bank of England for the decision there. Our business correspondent Paul Kelso is there for us. Paul, what's happened?
Yes, the quarterly announcement from the Monetary Policy Committee at the Bank of England has, to no great surprise, declared that interest rates will remain unchanged at 0.1%, a historic low, reduced down to that level in the course of last year as a response to the pandemic. The Bank of England Monetary Policy Committee voting 8-1 to stick with its current level of interest rates. Perhaps more interesting is what it's had to say about the state of the recovery that's going on. It forecast that GDP in the last quarter was the recovery was growing at about 5%. The economy weaker than they forecast back in May, and still 4% smaller the economic growth than it was pre-COVID-19. Interestingly, they also forecast that inflation will reach 4% by the end of this year. In June, the inflation rate was 2.5%. That's above the bank's target rate of 2%. When that happens, the governor here has to write a letter to the Chancellor of the Exchequer explaining what he's doing about it. It's interesting the bank is now saying it will touch 4%. That's what most economists think will happen by the end of this year. But last time we were here back in May, the bank thought it would only exceed 2%, that target, briefly before falling back. They still think this inflation bubble will be transitory in the language they use, that it will be. It's a short-term issue caused by supply chain issues and fuel prices, we know, very high across the board, and it won't last. That, it certainly is the position for now, and many consumers and households will be hoping they're right, that this is not a permanent increase in prices we're going to see.